My name is Liam McAllister. I am from the United States, Minnesota, and I am at the IFM for the BSc in Management for Fashion and Creative Industries. I just went to a public school, so very liberal in terms of education, did all the normal studies, but was definitely really interested in arts and the creative industries, as well as more academic classes. I really loved things like English, writing, but also economics, things like that. And so I think naturally that kind of led me to the IFM and the BSc program because I wanted to work in fashion. I think for a lot of people, when they consider what they can study in the world of fashion, it often feels limited to design at the beginning. But I knew I didn't want to go into a completely creative field professionally. And so finding a program that could also blend more technical and academic and also like management elements was super, super exciting to me. I would say that was kind of the main thing, this program that blended two different worlds. I think coming into it as an international student, so to speak, I think there's always, a bit of hesitation, like, I don't speak the language, am I gonna feel left out? Am I gonna struggle to, find my people? But it's been quite a lovely surprise, actually. Not only has everyone been so welcoming, but I've met so many people that, for me, if I had stayed in the United States, I would have never been able to meet. And so it's really opened my eyes to a lot of different perspectives, but also just broadened my exposure to different cultures and different people. And so from a social aspect alone, it's super, super amazing. I think for me, one of the biggest strengths is the teachers themselves. It's such a wonderful mix of academic teachers with a really academic background, but also professionals from the field who are, taking the time out of their careers to come in and share their expertise with us. For me, I think that's a huge benefit and one that is quite unique to IFM in a lot of ways. One class in particular, especially in our second year, we had a lot of workshops kind of leading up to our internship, things for CV, how to work in teams, how to kind of better yourself in the professional environment. And so we had someone who worked at Chanel come in to speak with us, and it was a super insightful perspective, definitely. I think in general, it gave me a really strong foundation into the world of fashion from a lot of different angles. And so I think it's informed me in terms of where I want to go professionally in the future because it's really opened up the world of fashion and the fashion industry and the opportunities it has. I think the BSc, when it comes to kind of helping figure out where I wanted to go in the future, I think because I was able to learn so many different topics and get so many different perspectives on the fashion industry, it definitely opened my mind to all the different possibilities. I don't think I know exactly where I want to go for sure, but it's definitely helped set me on the right path, I think, and given me a much better idea of what would be a good fit for me professionally, but also what wouldn't be a good fit, which I think is just as important. I think you can never go into your application or the interview thinking that they're looking for somebody, because at the end of the day, you never really know. And the best thing you can do is be yourself. And if you're a profile who stands out to them and someone who's genuinely interested in the program and sees, I think, a future for yourself in there, there's a good chance that they'll feel the same way about you in the end. And, don't stop yourself before you've even done the interview.